In this video, I'm going to talk about contradictions in the Bible, why they're actually good and necessary and needed. Without contradictions, the Bible would be boring. We're going to donuts? Alright, let's put on our mask. Got our mask on. So I'm going to give you 3 reasons why Bible contradictions are actually a feature of the Bible rather than a bug. There are things in the Bible where it says the number 2,000 and somewhere else it says the number 3,000, or it says a king was 18 years old and then somewhere else it says the king was 8 years old. It's not like ancient people didn't know these contradictions were there. They knew too. So we have to ask the question, why did the biblical writers write them with these contradictions? Why were the people who put together the Bible allowed these contradictions to show up? And I think the reason why is because these contradictions actually make the Bible more true.
My heart sleeps, I like it. And this is my summer leaf. Look at these flowers. My mom glued it on.
So I was gonna eat my donut here, but now I'm surrounded by this. But anyways, the first reason why contradictions in the Bible are a feature, not a bug, is because discrepancies in 2 different accounts actually prove the reliability of the account. If something happened and 2 different people saw the same thing and are telling you about it, you'd expect 2 different people to kind of come up with slightly different versions of that story. If the 2 different versions of the story are exactly the same, it's like, what happened? These 2 people must have gotten together. Maybe they're fabricating something. Maybe they're making something up. But the fact that the Bible has so many stories that are slightly different show that they genuinely came from 2 different people who saw the same event and they were retelling the event. So the different discrepancies actually make the story more true. A really famous contradiction in the Bible was the 2 angels at the tomb or the 1 angel at the tomb. In Matthew 28, it says there was 1 angel. And in Luke chapter 24, it says there was 2 angels. Do we know if there was 1 angel or 2 angels? We don't really know. But what we do know is that there was an angel. And that's the most important part. Now I need to eat my donut, but need to get some coffee first. The second reason why contradictions in the Bible are a feature rather than a bug is because contradictions create different perspectives. I'm sure you've heard the story of like the blind man and the elephant. All these blind men were touching and feeling an elephant. When the Bible has different perspectives, there's something behind it. There's some bigger truth, a bigger thing like an elephant. We can't expect that one passage to tell the whole truth of who God is. Typically we go, hey, Matthew wrote this. This must be completely, totally, 100% true and encompass all of the truth. It's true, but it may not encompass the entire truth of who God is or even the entire truth of that particular story. Why are you doing this? And when you're telling a story, that's okay, and that's even good. It creates flavor, it creates depth. The truth is even bigger than we imagined, and that's an amazing thing. Way bigger than what Paul imagined. It's way bigger than what Matthew imagined. It's way bigger than what John imagined. It's way bigger than what Moses imagined. It's not the whole truth. It's not even close to the whole truth. That's scary for a lot of people. But when you look at the Bible from a literary perspective, from the perspective of a story, it makes God huge. And it makes the Bible amazing. Think about if you were watching a murder mystery and you saw that the lady was wearing a hat. And then you saw another flashback, but the lady is not wearing the hat. That's a contradiction, right? The lady is wearing a hat or she's not wearing a hat. Which one is it? If you look at it as a story, you don't think, oh, this story is unreliable or this story is not true. You think, what is going on? What is happening? I want to find out. I want to watch more. That's what's happening in the Bible. tension is being created. Is God really violent like it says in the Old Testament? Or is he peace-loving like it says in the New Testament? It's tension. Is it gonna pop? What's gonna happen to it? Actually, pretty strong rubber band. Another example of this is Matthew 22, 41 to 45. King David is talking to the Messiah and he calls him my Lord. But King David is supposed to be the father of the Messiah. In their culture, a son is supposed to respect the father. The son is supposed to call the father my Lord. The father never calls the son my Lord. So how is it that David calls the son the Messiah? There's some error there. What was actually happening is that the Messiah is actually not only the son of David, but also the son of God. As God, David can call the Messiah my Lord. So there's missing information there. The scribes and the Pharisees did not know that the Messiah was supposed to be the Son of God. In their minds, there's a contradiction. There's something wrong there. But it creates a mystery that's only fulfilled in Christ. That's how stories work. They create mystery and then they resolve them later on. And in the Bible, there's a lot of mystery that's created and it's resolved ultimately in Jesus. And what's even more interesting is that Jesus doesn't answer their question. If today there was a teacher and you asked him a question and he couldn't answer it, he says, I refuse to answer. You'd think he was dumb. You'd think he's hiding something. But in the Bible, that's not how it is. Because Jesus didn't answer, it shows that he knew deeper mysteries. Jesus knew the answer. The Pharisees just weren't ready to take it. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, watch my other video about whether the Bible is fiction or non-fiction. Also subscribe, click the bell to get notified, or go ahead and comment and let me know what you think of these videos, and we'll see you next time.